from the competition. Hey, this is Paul Hitchcock, founder and president of Giant Jacks Media. I'm diving in today on Giant TV into the tool of using LinkedIn webinars as a top of the sales funnel tool, which is awareness, generating awareness of you and what you're doing, and then interest in learning more about you. You have free tools on LinkedIn, LinkedIn events, LinkedIn Live. They're great. And when you start doing LinkedIn webinars, you're engaging with top prospects in a very high level way. So on this episode of Giant TV, I'm diving in. I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. Let's go take a look. Okay, good morning. Thanks. I see people jumping on here. To respect everybody's time, I am just going to jump right in and get started. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Paul Hitchcock. I'm the founder and president of Giant Jacks Media, where we help others to grow and nurture their businesses. And what I'm talking about today are virtual events, the what, why, and how of them. These are LinkedIn webinars. And I want to jump into this and give you a little background on what's going on with this and why it's important. So first of all, these are the foundational tools that I talk about with everybody that you've got to have when you're growing and nurturing a business. It doesn't matter if you're a solopreneur or a bigger business. You got to have these, and otherwise it becomes bubblegum and toothpicks. And I see people start and stop, and there's so much noise going on today about what to do. And so I've really boiled it down, and of businesses that I'm involved with, that I run for myself and have over the years. These are always the foundational tools that I use to move forward. And so what we're talking about today is the virtual event piece. Obviously, I'm not going into all these other pieces. But I'm going to go into this virtual event piece here. And all of these pieces need to be coordinated and integrated for a smooth build and nurture of the business. And so let's talk a little bit about the sales funnel. We all have one. And, you know, it's the reality of what we're all doing, whether you're reaching out, by phone, you got email campaigns going on, whatever it is, we have a sales funnel. And the classic sales funnel is what you're looking at here. At the top of your sales funnel, and mine and everybody's, is awareness and generating interest. And, when you understand that you have a sales funnel and you get focused on it, it helps you in big ways, because you start to really get into the gutter of your funnel and understanding every point of the funnel as you're moving downstream with the build of your business. And when you get focused on every single area of the funnel, then you start thinking about processes and strategy for that particular area of the growth in your funnel. The example, I was talking to a Vistage chair yesterday I'm working with, and we were going over this exact scenario, because she's grinding away, filling her pipeline, lead generation campaigns going on, email campaigns, all of it. And we were looking at, okay, first step is develop your lead list, and you have that. And just there's a lot of discussion about that and how to filter and how to weed the minnows out of there, how to focus on the big fish. But you have your lead list, and then the next step is obviously the outreach, and then people, coming in to your touchpoint ecosystem, and then how are you handling every aspect of that? I mean, how are you even getting them on a Zoom call, and their strategy about that conversion ratio there. When you get them on a Zoom, what's the next call to action? Their strategy there. So the idea here is zero in on every step of your funnel. And for this topic today of the virtual LinkedIn webinars, it is a top of the sales funnel tool. It moves people downstream, but what it does is when you start doing this, it creates awareness of you and your business and the great things that you're doing. And it's a high value piece of content that's going out there. You're guiding, teaching, helping, which I'm going to get into here in a bit. And as you have the right type of content, then you're generating interest and moving people through the funnel. I will say that I do work with many executive coaches, a lot of Vistage chairs. And the reason I get into these tools and really hammer these home is because it is fiercely competitive out there. There's 1.5 million executive coaches on LinkedIn. Everybody's reaching out to CEOs, C-suite executives, small business owners, and it just, is the way it is. And those are just executive coaches on LinkedIn, not to mention people like me. I reach out to that level of a client for some of my businesses, and everybody else. So you've got to find ways to stand out, be different, and be the squeaky wheel that gets the grease, so that as you're reaching out, your prospect notices you over everybody else, and then you're nurturing them along the way. And so this gets into these LinkedIn webinars. So what is a LinkedIn webinar? So first of all, we all have these free tools on LinkedIn. LinkedIn Live, LinkedIn Events. They just rolled out fairly recently LinkedIn Audio, which I'm testing and so forth. But these are incredible tools. Very few people use them. Many don't know they have them. LinkedIn wants you using them, and they're used properly. They're awesome. And so for you, how your webinar all starts out is, I'll just give you an idea of how we do it here. So you have a media channel. Okay, so what it is you develop a media channel, and I'm going to show you the example of Aviva Woolmer, who's a chair in Georgia, who's done a great job with this, but she's got Beyond the Comfort Zone. It's her media channel. All content rolls out through that, but you set up your show, and this is something you can do monthly. It's not about being a huge time-sucking endeavor. It's not. Done right, it's very efficient, and it's just one of the activities you build in to your practice and growing it and nurturing it. But you have your show, so you brand your show. Your content goes out through your brand, and it's valuable content. You're guiding, teaching, helping, thinking about your prospect. What do they care about? Great idea on content, because I'm in the middle of this right now. Excuse me. With chairs is AI and ChatGPT, of course, are huge topics. Everybody's all over it. Vistage, the organization I'm dialed in with and helping out there, big topic there with the chairs, the members, people running businesses, huge. And so recently a chair working with, we put together her show, and she had on an AI expert speaker on AI, ChatGPT. It was on her show. She was the host. Anyways, it was just incredibly productive. Hundreds signed up to attend, and these are handpicked leads. And so it accomplished, just from the get-go, huge results for her. First of all, it created awareness, right? Hundreds of prospects. These are handpicked prospects, not Tom, Dick, Mary, and Jane. Handpicked prospects saw what she was doing, and AI, ChatGPT, message her audience cares about, business owners and so forth, and just a high value touch point that went out, top of the funnel, awareness. So just incredibly successful for that, and marketed it by sending out emails, direct messages, automated from LinkedIn and through the LinkedIn event portal and so forth. So this message of what she was doing just got out there in a very big way, and is valuable content. So I'm rolling that out for other chairs I'm working with that same speaker. So as an example, that's valuable content, and it just touched a nerve and resonated, and hundreds got involved in this thing. So that was awesome. So your show is be creative. How can you deliver value with your show? I've got Giant TV that I put out for a media company. I've got Wealth Protector TV for a law firm that I build out, and those are my media channels, and stuff rolls out. So why you want to do this, I mentioned, is you need to build authority that you're the expert in your niche, massive competition, and how are you going to stand out? How are you going to be different? So doing something like this positions you as the expert in your niche. It allows you to engage, right? So we can't keep reaching out to prospects, hey, join my group, join my group, join my group, buy my product over and over, that becomes counterproductive. You are looked at as a salesperson. The window slams shut, you're done. And so you've got to have other ways to engage with the people you want to work with at a high level. And this is certainly one of the ways to do it. So the engagement is off the charts. And remember, when you do these shows, it's lives on forever. It stays in the LinkedIn event portal, and unless you delete it, it becomes part of your news feed on LinkedIn. It's up on YouTube, because as we stream these, it goes on YouTube, it goes on LinkedIn, Facebook, wherever you are, it's there memorialized. So now you have this great content that you can use over and over. You can restream it, you can grab the links and send it to people you're talking to. So that just these tools are awesome for engagement forever. And then, as I mentioned, you're getting in front of top prospects. So this is a problem with content too, is I see a lot of people doing content, which is really your marketing, and they feel like they got a warm and fuzzy. I'm doing content, nobody's seeing it. And you can go in your newsfeed and look at this, look at, people that are putting content out, 2 people comment, one person, nobody. And it's people in there working for the same organization. This happens at Vistage all the time. And, content's your marketing. You got to market, but why do it if you're not getting results? We all know that routine of doing the same thing over and over, getting the same results that aren't working, not good. So this gets you in front of top prospects. This is how you set up your LinkedIn webinar. So you pick a date, that you want to do this. You put your show together and you pre-record this. So for instance, for the AI event that this chair just did, she did a Zoom with this speaker. They Zoomed it and recorded it, got us the file, uploaded that Dropbox, and we edited it per her media channel. And then we live streamed this event. And so it's got all the buzz of a live event, but you have no issues with technical stuff going on, because we're streaming a video that's already put together. It looks pretty and it goes out there and so forth. So Restream is the third-party streaming app that is used. LinkedIn requires to stream on the platform. And then you set up your email nurture. So now you've got emails going out to your list about this great event you're doing. And that email is a whole nother topic there. Do you have a process to gather email, and then, a distribution platform, constant contact to get it out there? So this is one reason email is so important. You can proactively get in front of your prospects. And then you set up the direct messages. These are messages on LinkedIn to your top prospects. So as you have a LinkedIn network, which we all have. And if you're doing lead campaigns and connection campaigns, your network of strategic connections is growing. So you have a bigger and bigger network community, which is great for many reasons. But are you nurturing them? Are you staying in touch with them? Most aren't. And, we know the story. People say, I don't even know who I'm connected to. I know I'm connected. I don't know who they are. So got to nurture them in thoughtful ways. This is a way to do it. And so we automate and scale these touch points to your existing network with great things that are going on with you and helping them. And these LinkedIn webinars are a way to do it. How the execution of this. So you schedule emails with link to the LinkedIn event. So emails go out. Hey, I have this great event going on, AI, ChatGPT. You're not going to want to miss it. Here's the link. Boom, go sign up. LinkedIn. You invite your first level of connections via the LinkedIn event portal. So if you haven't done one, it's great. This event is in LinkedIn. You have your portal, and you invite people through that portal. LinkedIn, not too long ago, completely revamped the LinkedIn event portal, and you can really do some great things there, engage with people. I'll mention here in a minute. So you set the portal up and you start inviting people through the LinkedIn event portal. And you can bulk invite people that way. These are first level connections. Then you schedule your direct messages to your top prospects. So we have a proprietary dashboard. So we automate and send out direct messages to your prospects. So they're getting a DM, hey, I have this great event, go here, sign up. So you have blasting going out for the event. And then what you want to do with the event portal, and this is sort of next level stuff, is you want to engage in the event portal before, during, and after your event. So people, you've probably seen these on LinkedIn event, but you get pulled into a portal. So you have your event portal, it's there, and you have a captive audience. When people are interested in attending, they click on it, they're there. Now, not everybody's going to show up, of course, that's human nature, and people get busy, things happen, but it doesn't matter. You've got all the people who are interested right there, and you can engage with them through the portal, sending messages, hyping them up about the event. And then when the event streams, what happens is it streams on LinkedIn in two areas. The LinkedIn event portal, where people are in there, the banner in there, customized banner that we set up or you would set up if you're doing this, flips to the live show. So actually that banner, boom, flips, live show plays, awesome. On your personal LinkedIn site too, your banner also flips there, live show plays. So if anybody went to your site at that time, they'd see this live show playing on your personal site. Really killer. And then LinkedIn sends out to your network an automated alert that you are streaming live. So it's one of the few places on LinkedIn where they will help you to send out alerts to your network. They don't do that very often. And so you engage, and when it's streaming, you're right there, even though it's pre-recorded going, you're there, you're engaging, you're trying to get, people to respond. Hey, where are you from? Thanks for joining, Jane, whatever it is. And so if you get any engagement on these events at all, it is the holy grail of awesomeness. We're all looking to get engagement back and forth with stuff we're doing, human to human. So you do that. And then, as I mentioned, after the event is done, it will show up in your news feed on LinkedIn, and you can then tag people strategically. So, you can go in there, edit your summary, tag people so that, and these are prospects you're tagging, tag 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 people, and they're seeing this content. So now you have content, and you're making sure it's getting in front of your network. And your follow-up activities, you've got the recording to this, right? So it's saved automatically by LinkedIn. It's up on YouTube because that's your library of videos, right? So every content you're doing video is in your YouTube library, streamed there. And now you're following up with everybody with the recording. Hey, thanks for your interest in my event. Whether they actually attended or not, they're going to get the recording. And hey, I'd love your input. I'd love to jump on a call and so forth. So again, you have another way that you're reaching out with a great piece of content. Here's what it looks like. This is this example, Viva, I mentioned. This is one she did a while ago. But so Beyond the Comfort Zone, great guest, David Friedman, awesome. So she had tons of people attending, 100, but this is the LinkedIn event portal. So this is the banner that right here that flips to the live show. And so, this is where people would watch it. And what's great about this, and this is where you invite people, right? So if you click on that, your network shows up of your first level connections, and you can, there's some filtering there. You can filter by geography, by titles, by companies, and then you can bulk invite people. It's not great. LinkedIn, I'd love for them to, have a bunch more search functionality on there, but it's decent. And then here's where you engage. So, attendees are showing up. You can message them, and you can right there in the event portal. And you can also, there's a networking tab where you can network with them, the whole group at one time in the event portal. Okay, so what I want to say about this as I finish up here is that just a refresher is the LinkedIn webinars, you got the free tools to use them. It's top of the sales funnel, generating awareness and interest, and it is It is the marketing and nurturing of your practice. And what I find true with a lot of solopreneurs and small businesses, you would never go to Coca-Cola and say, hey, don't worry about marketing your business, just sell your cans of Coke. They would kick you out of the room in a second. But yet solopreneurs, small businesses don't market. Everyone's trying to sell because we have to. If you're a Visit Share, you're trying to get new members, or whatever you're doing, banging out cold calls, trying to network, whatever it is, everyone's doing some level of that, not always efficiently. Very few market. And where selling is the short game of asking somebody to do something, get on a Zoom, get on a phone call, certainly to buy your product or service. Marketing is the long game. See me, see me, see me, nurturing, and they support each other. Marketing big time supports the ask of selling, because as you're asking, you want to be marketing and building, knowability, likability, rapport, so that you have higher conversions on the ask. They know you, and you're not just some random person out there. So last thing I'll say here is always love doing a strategy session with you. If you want to DM me here on LinkedIn, reach out. Happy to give back. Anybody that takes the time to watch these, I'll get on, talk about your business. I'll drill down on things I'm doing. It's a great discussion to have. And I'm just a good guy to know. I got a big network and always thinking out of the box of ways to help my network, understand and get value from what they're trying to accomplish out of their business. And I love to learn more about you. All right. So, I'm going to stream this again after this recording. So you may be watching it on, YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, wherever it is, but my contact is up here, down here, or around here. So thanks, and we'll see you next time.